What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. I just wanted to go over 8-114. I know I haven't been able to post this question, and so I wanted to show this to us right now. And so we were able to do the 10 meters long rope in class, and I'll just briefly show that again. So just a reminder, this goat is tied by a rope to one corner of a 15 meter by 25 meter rectangular barn in the middle of a large grassy field. So over what area of the field can Zoe graze if the rope is 10 meters long, 20 meters long, and 30 meters long? So I'm just going to focus on these three questions. Part D, we don't really need to worry about here. And so if we say that the goat was tied at this corner, then the farthest that he can go for part A was 10 meters. And so I'm just going to try my best to replicate that here. I'll say this is about 10. So this is 10 meters right here. And so this goat can travel in this specific radius of the barn, of the grassy area here. So this is a length of 10, this is a length of 10. And all around this circle is a radius of 10, because that's how far the rope can go. So if we're trying to find the area of this little grassy portion here, what we're basically doing is we're going to do area is equal to pi times radius squared, which is 10 squared, but then it's 3/4 of this, because remember that it's a rectangle, so this is 90 degrees, so we're missing the 90 degrees of grass, which means everything else is 270 degrees, otherwise 3/4 of a circle. So when we simplify this, we got 100 pi times 3/4, and I mentioned in class that 3/4 of 100, think about it like a dollar. A dollar is also 4/4, and so 3/4 of that is 75 cents. So 75 pi is the area. And specifically the meters squared would be it. But let's say we're changing this up and we're going to do part B, which is 20 meters long. So this changes things a little bit. I'm trying not to erase the barn as best as I can here. Okay. So let's say that our barn, or our rope, is 20 meters long. So we're still not at the edge here. But I'm assuming if you guys see this by now, hopefully you'll notice that because the 15 is there, there's this portion of the circle that we go past the width here. And so we still have about 5 meters of rope at this section right here. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Because it's 20 meters long, so this is going to go past my width of my barn. So I'm going to have 5 extra meters of rope up top here. And so that's why I still need to curl over the rope just a little bit, because there's only 5 meters of radius left. So this is a radius of 5 right here. This is a radius of 20 and 20. And this is 20. So there's 2 different area questions here. There's this area, and then there's the whole area of the 3/4 circle here. So I'm going to first do area is equal to pi times 20 squared times 3/4, because again, we still have this rectangle that takes away the 90 degrees of grass. So this would be 400 pi times 3/4. So 3/4 of 400 would actually end up being 300. So 300 pi, but that's not the final answer. We also have this radius of 5 here. So we also need to take care of that area. So area is equal to pi times 5 squared. But this portion right here, in star, that's 90 degrees, right? Because it makes that little right angle. That's only 1/4 of a circle. So for this, I need to do 1/4 of it. So in this case, we would have 25 pi times 1/4, which is 25 pi over 4. So actually, let's go back to, let's ignore the 300 pi for a sec, just for a sec. Because I realize because we have that fraction over 4, I think it's better if we just keep things as an improper fraction. So let's just multiply this times this 3. So that would be 1200 pi divided by 4 plus another 25 pi divided by 4. So in total, we have 1,225 pi divided by 4, only if we kept it as a fraction. And again, I'm doing this because you have two different areas that we have to find. The whole area here, and then also just this small portion as well. Okay, so there's two different areas there. So that's how part B works. Okay, now I'm going to erase everything here. You can always go back into the video to check back to what I was doing. But I'm going to remake our little barn once more. So once again, we have a 15 by 25 barn. Now you already might suspect what's going to happen here, because for part C, it's a 30-meter long rope. So 15, 25, 15, 25. Let's say I tie the goat at this corner again. So if it's a 30-meter long rope, it's going to go past this length here. And this radius here is going to end up being 5 again, because if it's 30 meters long, right, then this is where that 5 radius comes in again. And so the goat is only able to travel over here on this side. So this is also a length of 5. Now, if I were to sort of go around and do this whole circle, it's not going to be perfect by any means, but it's going to be something like this. Now, keep in mind again, if this width is 15, then this radius above here is not going to be 5 anymore, it's 15. But then everywhere else is 30. Literally everywhere else is 30. And so because I have a 15 radius here, I need to keep going once more to about like right here-ish. Maybe like right here. So this length right here is 15. And we have 15 here. So there's actually 3 different circles we have to take care of. The first is the radius of 5. So area is equal to pi times 5 squared. And then this is a quarter of a circle. So we said that for the last question, it was 25 pi divided by 4. So that's the radius of 5. Radius of 15 here, this is again another quarter of a circle. So I would do area is equal to pi times 15 squared times a quarter. 15 squared in your calculator is 225 pi. And we also have divided by 4 once more. And then the whole big kahuna here, big stars, is going to be a radius of 30. And that's still 3/4 of your circle. So area is equal to pi times 30 squared times 3/4. So 30 squared is 900 times pi times 3/4. And since everything is in that is in a fraction over 4, let's keep it as a fraction over 4 for this one. So as a whole, this would be 2,700 pi divided by 4. And so our total area is adding all 3 of these individual areas together. So we would have 25 pi over 4 plus 225 pi over 4 plus 2,700 pi divided by 4. I'm going to use a calculator just to show the quick math real quick. So 25 plus 225 plus 2,700 is 2,950. Let's see if we can divide this by 4. I'm not sure if it does. And it's not the best. So we're just going to keep things as 2,950 pi divided by 4. So that's a total area. All equals 2,950 pi divided by 4 meters squared. Okay. So again, think about it just visually. It's a little challenging if you don't draw this. And I wanted to ask this kind of question. It's a nice application question, just learning about area here. This kind of question is not going to be on the test, so no need to worry about that. But here it is. So hopefully that helps, and have a great day. Bye-bye.